Buying a car should feel like a smart investment, but some vehicles are nothing short of financial disasters. These cars might look great on paper, but in reality, they come with endless problems, sky-high repair costs, and massive depreciation. Today, we'll cover 10 of the worst cars that no one buys, according to Consumer Reports, and trust me, some of these will shock you. Some fail before hitting 50,000 miles, while others are so unreliable that even mechanics struggle to fix them. Make sure to stick around because the number one car on this list is being discontinued for a reason. 1. Ford Bronco, the off-road nightmare. The Ford Bronco is designed to be an off-road warrior, but it's turned into a mechanical disaster for many owners. The 2021 to 2023 models have been plagued with frequent recalls, serious mechanical failures, and a fuel injection defect that can cause fires. Imagine constantly worrying that your car might burst into flames. Not exactly the peace of mind you'd expect from an adventure SUV. That's not all. Owners report transmission issues, noisy engines, and V6 valve train problems that affect performance. And while the Bronco looks tough, its interior quality is shockingly poor, with materials that wear out fast. Fuel economy is another nightmare. At just 17 miles per gallon, this SUV guzzles gas like a muscle car.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell.
If you're looking for a rugged vehicle that's reliable and efficient, the Bronco isn't it. Instead of conquering the wild, owners find themselves fighting endless repairs. 2. Dodge Durango, the gas-guzzling money pit. The Dodge Durango boasts a muscular design, powerful engine options, and best-in-class towing capacity. But don't let that fool you. Owning one can quickly turn into a nightmare. One of the biggest issues, fuel economy. With an average of 15 mpg, the Durango burns through gas like an old-school muscle car. For an SUV that's meant for families, this makes daily driving painfully expensive. And fuel costs are just the beginning. Owners report engine failures, exhaust manifold issues, and high maintenance costs. Even worse, safety ratings are below average, making it a questionable choice for families. Combine that with rapid depreciation, and you've got a vehicle that loses value fast. Meaning even if you buy one brand new, you'll probably regret it in a few years. 3. Buick Encore, small SUV, big regrets. Marketed as a compact and comfortable city SUV, the Buick Encore seems like a practical and affordable choice until you start driving it. The 1.4 liters engine is painfully underpowered, making acceleration a struggle. Whether you're merging onto the highway or just trying to pass another car, the Encore feels sluggish and frustrating, and that's just the beginning. Owners report frequent transmission failures, malfunctioning air conditioning, and electrical issues. Several recalls have been issued for major powertrain problems, faulty airbags, and even seatbelt failures, raising serious safety concerns. At $26,000, the Encore might seem like an affordable SUV, but hidden repair costs make it anything but. It's a small SUV that turns into a big mistake. 4. Jeep Wrangler, off-road icon, on-road disaster. The Jeep Wrangler is legendary off-road, but when it comes to everyday driving, it's one of the worst choices you can make. The biggest problem: steering. Owners describe it as vague and unpredictable, making highway driving exhausting and even dangerous. The suspension is too stiff, meaning even minor bumps feel harsh and uncomfortable. And then there's reliability. The Wrangler has had frequent recalls, from fuel line defects and airbag failures to structural cracks that compromise safety. Plus, fuel economy is terrible, averaging just 19 mpg. While the Wrangler dominates off-road trails, it's a terrible daily driver. Unless you're planning to live in the wilderness, avoid this one. 5. Nissan Frontier, stuck in the past. The Nissan Frontier has been around for years, but instead of evolving, it's stuck in a cycle of outdated design and mechanical failures. Older models have massive transmission failures and persistent engine issues, leading to thousands of dollars in repairs. Fuel system failures are another common complaint, leaving owners stranded. Even with a recent redesign, the ride quality is still stiff and uncomfortable, and the interior feels cheap and outdated. And let's not forget fuel economy. At just 18 mpg, the Frontier is one of the least efficient trucks in its class. If you're looking for a reliable, comfortable, and fuel-efficient mid-size truck, this isn't it. 6. Mitsubishi Mirage, the slowest new car on the market. The Mitsubishi Mirage is one of the cheapest cars you can buy brand new, but that low price comes with serious drawbacks. It's powered by a tiny 1.2 liters 3-cylinder engine, producing a pathetic 78 horsepower. That makes the Mirage one of the slowest cars on the road today, struggling to accelerate even on flat terrain. If you need to merge onto a highway or pass another vehicle, good luck. It takes an eternity to reach highway speeds. But speed isn't the only issue. The interior is cheaply made with hard plastic everywhere, making it feel outdated and uncomfortable. Long drives? Forget it. The Mirage's seats lack support and the ride is bumpy and noisy. Even though it's marketed as a fuel-efficient city car, its poor safety ratings make it a terrible choice for urban driving. Worst of all, depreciation is brutal. If you buy one, expect to lose thousands in value within just a couple of years. The Mirage is a classic example of you get what you pay for, and in this case, you get a car that's barely drivable. 7. Chevrolet Spark. Cheap, but not worth it. The Chevrolet Spark is another budget-friendly car that nobody buys anymore, and for good reason. Like the Mirage, it's painfully slow, with a 1.4 liters engine producing just 98 horsepower. While that's a little more than the Mirage, it's still nowhere near enough power for comfortable driving. But power isn't the biggest issue. The Spark suffers from serious reliability problems. Owners report constant electrical failures, transmission issues, and engine troubles that require costly repairs. Even worse, Chevrolet discontinued the Spark in 2022, meaning parts and service availability will only get worse over time. Safety is another major red flag. With poor crash test ratings, the Spark is one of the most dangerous subcompact cars on the market. In a collision, you're far less protected than in other vehicles. Despite its low price, the Spark's awful resale value and constant repair costs make it a bad investment. If you want a cheap and reliable car, this isn't the one to buy. 8. Chrysler 300, the outdated gas guzzler. The Chrysler 300 was once a luxury bargain, offering a big, comfortable ride at an affordable price. But in 2024, this sedan is completely outdated. While other manufacturers have moved toward fuel efficiency and modern tech, the Chrysler 300 remains stuck in the past. One of its biggest problems: terrible fuel economy. The base model gets just 19 mpg in the city, and if you opt for the V8 HEMI, that number drops even further. Combine that with skyrocketing gas prices, and you're looking at a serious financial drain. Reliability is also a huge issue. The Chrysler 300 has been plagued with engine failures, transmission problems, and faulty electronics. Owners have reported constant breakdowns, and repair costs are shockingly high for a sedan in this price range. On top of all that, Chrysler has officially announced that the 300 will be discontinued after 2023, meaning resale values are plummeting fast. If you're looking for a modern sedan, the Chrysler 300 is one of the worst choices available. 9. Fiat 500 liters, a European disaster. The Fiat 500 liters was supposed to be a quirky city car, but it ended up being one of the worst vehicles ever made. The transmission constantly fails, the engine stalls randomly, and safety ratings are terrible. It was so bad that Fiat discontinued it in 2021. 10. Land Rover Discovery, the luxury SUV that will ruin your wallet. Land Rovers are known for their high-end looks and off-road capability, but when it comes to reliability, they're some of the worst vehicles on the road. The Land Rover Discovery is one of the biggest offenders, with owners facing constant breakdowns and sky-high repair costs. One of the biggest issues: engine reliability. Many Discovery owners have reported sudden engine failures, often requiring a full replacement, which can cost over $10,000. On top of that, electrical gremlins, transmission issues, and air suspension failures are all common problems. And then there's depreciation. A brand new Land Rover Discovery loses nearly half its value within just 3 years. That's because no one wants to deal with the repair costs, making resale values abysmal. While the Discovery might look luxurious, the reality is that it's a financial disaster. If you're thinking about buying one, be prepared to spend thousands on repairs, or better yet, avoid it altogether. These cars might seem like good deals at first, but the hidden costs, constant repairs, and poor reliability make them financial nightmares. Before buying, always check consumer reports, owner reviews, and long-term reliability ratings. It could save you thousands of dollars and years of frustration.